The cue, the routine, and the reward is a system that works perfectly well. Whenever I'm trying to start something new in my life, I think of the long-term gain because, to be honest, habits teaches you patience because life doesn't just Hey friends, you are welcome back to the She's From podcast, a podcast created to help you build healthy daily habits and also encourage you enough to go on the journey of becoming the person you were created to be. My name is Courage. I am the host on here. And today we are going to be kickstarting the year. We're talking about habits. So I wanted us to have an episode where we really just zone in on the word habit, why it's important, what it is, and how small changes can actually affect your life. So I have my notes with me because I ain't going to be keeping everything over my head, but I'm going to just give you guys a definition of habits. So a habit is a routine or a behavior that you perform regularly, often without even thinking about it. For example, brushing your teeth. That's become so much of a part of us as human beings that we don't even think that it's a habit, but actually it's a habit that has been ingrained in us from a very young age. Habits matter because they actually shape our lives. A research was carried out and it shows that 40 to 50% of our actions daily actually make up the people that we are, how we speak, how we talk, how we communicate, how we think, our worldviews, our perspectives comes from the things that we do every single day regularly. So in this episode, I wanted to share with you guys two things that I think if you incorporate, it might actually help you to be able to start practicing those things that you've always wanted to do, but procrastination is holding you back and overthinking is holding you back, and you not doing the things that you say you're going to do is holding you back. Let me just start off with saying one thing. I want you to challenge yourself to become a person of your word. If you say you're going to do something, I really encourage you to strive to do that thing, especially when it concerns you and others, because then you will start to trust yourself a little bit more. And if you can trust yourself a little bit more, I'm telling you, you're going to live a better life. I want us to just have in our minds that there are good habits and there are bad habits, to be honest. A good habit will actually make you or help you to build the life that you want to build. For example, maybe exercising, maybe reading a book, or maybe eating healthy or saving. And a bad habit will do the total opposite. For example, let's say procrastination, eating unhealthy, overspending. It actually leads you the other way. So one thing I wanted to share with you guys today is to start incorporating small changes into your life. Maybe you're overspending. I'm telling you, you're not going to change that habit that has grown over time in one day. It needs to be something that you slowly build up. So in small changes, I wanted to share with you guys this thing that I use. It's called the compound effect. The compound effect is just small changes that causes results over time. It's you incorporating these little changes and systems into your daily routine that over time would produce the results that you want to see in your life. For example, if you work out maybe 10 minutes a day, in 1 month, you would have done movement of 300 minutes. And that's a huge thing because when you were like doing 10 minutes a day, it didn't feel like something, but then at the end of the month, you've done 300 minutes. If maybe you were saving $1 every single day, it literally feels like nothing and you're going to feel like you're wasting your time. But over a year, you would have saved $365 and that is big. So small changes can actually produce big results over time. So I want you to just think about that thing that you want to do right now. As I'm talking, I want you to picture it and start looking at ways that you can actually start tweaking your life to be able to adjust that habit that you want to build. And the last thing that I want to teach you guys, which is a framework that I use personally, because I love building new habits and I love building on the grounding habits that I already have existing in my life. This framework is called the habit loop, and I've abbreviated it into CRR. I'll put it somewhere in the screen so you can properly see it. The CRR is short form of cue, routine, and reward. So the cue will be the trigger that pushes you to be able to carry out that behavior or that habit. A cue could be an alarm. So when your alarm goes off, you wake up and you go and brush your teeth. And the brushing of your teeth is the routine, which is the behavior or the action. and you get a reward for doing the routine. The reward will be better smile, more confidence, you know the works. But yes, the cue, the routine, and the reward is a system that works perfectly well. Whenever I'm trying to start something new in my life, I think of the long-term gain, because to be honest, habits teaches you patience, because life doesn't just happen like this. To be honest, good things take time. So when you have that mindset, you are patient with yourself, because it's a constant journey of you evolving, of you changing. That's what habits are. Every single day when you do something, you might not immediately see the results. It's the same as trying to lose weight. You can't be going to the gym one day and then you expect to see, you lose 50 pounds the next day. As you do it every single day, it builds up, and over time you get to lose that big chunk of weight. But it's not like a one day thing. It's been dropping off every single day because you've been doing something about it. So I really want to encourage you to, whatever habit that you're trying to build this year, think about it, apply the framework that I've given you of, setting a cue, and then that cue will push you or propel you to be able to start doing that action or start doing that habit. And then you're going to get a result maybe at the end of the day, or at the end of maybe 4 or 5 months or 1 year. And I just want to leave you guys with this is a challenge for you to try to get to know yourself. I know that sometimes it's hard to build a habit because we don't know who we are. We don't know what we like. We don't know what we don't like. We don't know what works for us and what doesn't work for us. And we're seeing everyone doing something, and we're like, oh, maybe this one would work for me, or maybe this one would work for me. It's okay for you to try new things and find out what aligns with you. But I really encourage you to go on this journey of finding out what you like when it comes to the habit sector. I was reading this book by Brené Brown. It's called Better Than Before. It's a very beautiful book about habits. And she teaches us how to know who you are in the habit triangle. She teaches us the types of tendencies that human beings possess that can actually, it defines the kind of habits that work for you and what doesn't work for you. There's an upholder. There's someone who if people tell them what to do, they're going to do it, but they cannot keep a word to themselves. And then they're the ones that resist talk from outside, and then they do what they say. They're the ones that they don't even know what they're doing. So there are 4 tendencies she described in this book, and I was able to find mine. So I really encourage you, do research and try to get to know who you are on the habit gram, and then find out what works for you. Try new things, dabble here and there. But habits is really something that if you can incorporate in your life, that sluggishness that you're trying to throw away, that unhealthy eating habit, that maybe insomnia that you have, you would really be able to grow from that. So my friends, I'll talk to you guys again on our next episode, but I'd really love to know what you guys are practicing this year and what you guys are looking forward to, your goals and the dreams and the vision boards. I'd love to hear all about that on the YouTube. You can also comment on Spotify. But in the meantime, stay hopeful, stay kind, and stay positive, my friends. Bye.